You've probably felt it already, but today the official numbers confirmed it. Prices are rising steeply. It's not a surprise at this store in Derby. From power tools to paintbrushes, everything is going up. Even the silicon sealant that goes around windows and showers has risen nearly 85% in a year due to a raw material shortage in China. One of the bosses says this is the hardest it's been for decades.
If every conversation you're having with customers is always bad news, and we think that we've got a price strategy, we go to market with it, and then crikey, just 2 months later down the line, we're having to go back and saying, forget that, it's now gone up again. So yeah, it's difficult. It's difficult for the team, it's difficult to manage, and it can put a strain on customer relationships.
In November, inflation, which has a 2% target, surged to 5.1%. As of today's announcement, we now know that in December it was 5.4%. The last time it was higher was 30 years ago. In March 1992, it reached 7.1%. The stats reflect higher costs across the board, but the spike in gas and electricity prices has had a massive effect. After recently giving birth for a second time, Suzanne and her family in Watford have been stuck indoors.
The heating's probably been on more than it might have been a year or two ago. So it is quite stressful. It is a constant unknown that plays on our minds, especially in January.
But to keep the lights on in homes and tool depots, further hikes are looming. The price cap, the limit on what energy suppliers can charge per unit, is of course rising in April.
Unfortunately, I think it's going to get worse before it's going to get better. We know that we're expecting to see more price rises this year because we know energy bills, for example, are going to be going up. We're expecting to see food prices going up. So there is a squeeze, and there is a squeeze that comes off the back of 10 years in which families have been under pressure.
Today, the Chancellor said he understood the pressures people are facing. But some analysts think inflation will be hitting 6 or 7% by the spring. Julian Drucker, 5 News, Derby.